stress. It will really save you from unnecessary stress. So now, having that as at the back of our mind, now let's look into this particular chart. Now this is Euro AUD. Now the first thing I will suggest you do is that you mark your recent high and your recent low. You mark your recent high and your recent low and your recent high. So this is our recent high. Now remember the concept of liquidity. The market moves from internal range to external range, and if you observe, the internal liquidity can either be another block or a fair value gap. So, and when we look at this particular movement, the market is currently inside the internal range liquidity, which means that the market has mitigated the other block. The market has mitigated the other block, which means that we are waiting for the market to give us a narrative to the upside. So we are going to the upside. The market is uptrend. Why? Because the market has. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, a call just entered. So please bear with me.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah. So now the market entered the other block first. The market has tapped into the other block, which means that we are going up. We are moving to the upside. So now having this narrative and having this bias in our mind, then let's go to daily time frame. Now, which means that now we are not selling again. We are not looking for any selling opportunity again, but rather we are looking for a buy opportunity. Why? Because the market is planning to go to the upside. Then let's move to a daily time frame. A daily time frame. So now this is our daily time frame. Now on our daily time frame, we are yet to have anything spectacular. We are yet to have anything spectacular, but there are still stuff that we can also pay attention to. Now this is a daily time frame. Now we had this structure break, and the market tap into this fair value gap. Then the market moves to clear this particular high. So the market has cleared this high. So that was why when the market took out this buy side liquidity, that was when it started going to the downside. So now we are waiting for a fresh fair value gap. A fresh fair value gap. If we can have a fresh fair value gap, then we can know maybe we could hold our bias of going to the upside or not. But currently, the market has not presented any reason why we should go up. Now, one thing I will love is that since this buy side has been taken out, I expect the market to come and take out this particular sell side. So I knew if the market can take out the sell side, definitely the market will push to the upside. So let's say the market selling to this point a bit, because the market has cleared the buy side and definitely is going to come for the sell side liquidity. So let's say the market taking out this liquidity first, then we can prepare to the upside. Now, another pair. Let's look at Euro JPY. Euro JPY. So the first thing is that we go to our weekly time frame. Our weekly time frame. Now, if you remember what we did when we were talking about, if you remember, if you pay attention, we did something that was very, very close here, and and this was it. We said we focus on the recent high, the recent low, and this is it. Recent low. We have recent high. And if you observe very well, the market took out this particular, and the market respected the other block. So that was why we have this market moving to the upside. That's when we have this market moving to the upside. And now, to now add more confluence to the things that we've knew about. Now, do you observe that This sell side liquidity was raided. This was it. Sell side raided the market, which means that we are coming for this buy side. So let's mark it. So we have a strong bias for the market to go to the upside. We have it very, very strong. So we have a strong bias for the market to move to the upside. Here is it. Sell side raided, then the market pushed to the upside. So after that, then there was a fair value gap here. There's a fair value gap. The market came down to respect it. A fair value gap. The market came down to respect it. So here is the fair value gap. The market came back to respect. Then since then, the market pushed to the upside. So the market is planning to clear this liquidity. That was the move of the market. That is what the market is interested in doing. So we knowing fully well that the market is going up, then we need to form a narrative that agrees with our buyers. Now let's go to daily time frame. So now here's our daily time frame. So let me try and delete this for clarity purpose. So now here's our daily time frame. And if you observe, the fractal nature of price is that the market will definitely repeat what has happened on a higher time frame. Now, on a weekly time frame, if you pay attention, a liquidity was raided. Sell side liquidity was raided, which means that the market moved to clear this high. So that was immediate liquidity on a daily time frame. So the market has cleared it already. But now, how do we know? How do we have it that the market start moving like this to that position? Now, if you pay attention, there was a fair value gap here, and the market came down to respect it. But the first thing is that there was a break of structure. So we had a break of structure here. So when we had it, there was a fair value gap. The market came for the fair value gap. So when the market came for the fair value gap, that was when we had this push to the upside. So now I want to go to 4 hours time frame and see what the market has done. So actually, this particular trade, I missed it. I don't know why I did not place it, but anyways, so let me try and delete all of this and let me show you something. Now, remember the fractal nature of price. The market will always repeat what has happened on the previous time frame, on the higher time frame rather. Do you notice that sell side was taken again here? There's a sell side liquidity being raided again. Sell side liquidity raided. We had a break of structure. The market came back into the other block. So this would have been inside the other block, would have been a perfect entry for us, in which I was waiting for the market. So I don't know why I just let it go. I was pained actually, but we still have more setups. Now after that, let's go to 1 hour time frame. Now on our 1 hour time frame, let's assume that the trader missed this original movement. Maybe the trader missed it. So something happened inside this place, and I want us to pay attention. Now after this, let's check. Let's go to 15 minutes time frame and see what exactly happened. So actually there was a liquidity raided here. Liquidity raided. We had a break of structure. The market cleared the sell side again. Remember, fractal nature of price. Then we had this entry. The market came inside this other block. Then we had this push. We had this push. We had this push. Since then, the market has been going up. So now Euro JPY is bullish. And from our higher time frame perspective, we had enough confluence to agree that this market is still bullish. So we want to see this Euro JPY clearing this liquidity. So if we reach out for this liquidity, then we can expect another thing after that. So that is for Euro JPY. So let's check pounds JPY. Pounds JPY. So now this is pounds JPY. So, and can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, no problem. I hope you are getting it.
Yes, I am. I'm taking note of it.
Okay, no problem. So something happened here. This is pounds. This is pounds JPY. We had a break of structure here. And now if you pay attention, there was a liquidity that was raided. We had liquidities that was raided. This one was raided. In fact, the other one was raided. So we had liquidities being raided. Then which means that pounds JPY is coming to this area. It's coming for this buy side. So we are bullish on pounds JPY. We are bullish. Then let's go to daily time frame and check. And now these are daily time frame. So let's check some things that really happened. So we had this break of structure. This break of structure. And if you observe very well, we had this hidden base. Market came back to it, and it was respected. Then after that moment, we had a break of structure. We had a break of structure here. We had a clear break of structure. And if you pay attention, you will find that we had a fair value gap. We had a fair value gap here. We had another fair value gap here. Sorry, I mean a fair value gap. So the market taps into this fair value gap to push the price to clear this particular high. And now remember our concept of recent high and the recent low. So this is a low, this is a high. And the market came back to respect the order block. So the market came back to respect the order block. So we had the market coming back to the order block. Then we had a break of structure. We had a break of structure. So which means that we have every strong confluence and we have every reason for the market to move to the upside. So now, having said this, let's go to a 4 hours time frame and see how the narrative forms. Let's go to 4 hours. So let me try and adjust this lap. Now, if you observe very well, there was a sell side that was raided, a sell side being raided. This sell side raided. Here is it. Here's the sell side that was cleared out. Then we had a clear break of structure. We had a break of structure. We had a break of structure. So after we had this break of structure, and we can see a liquidity sweep here, and the market had an expansion movement. So the price expanded, and there was a retracement back into the other block. That retracement back into the other block. That retracement back into the other block. So this was another logical entry point. So when we had this particular structure break, we have waited for the market to retrace back into this point before moving to the upside. And you can see after the sell side was raided, the market is planning to clear this buy side liquidity. And remember, We still have a long way. Yes, we still have a long way on GBP JPY. The market should move to this area. I'm not trying to force things on the market, but looking at what the market is presenting consistently, we know very well that this market is moving to the upside. So we are moving to the upside. Now let's check some things that happened during the course of the movement. So permit me to use 15 minutes time frame so I can. Okay, so now let's check. Let's look at this. We had a break of structure here. The break of structure. There was a liquidity rated. Then we had sell side liquidity also being cleared, and the market came back into the order block. So for another buying opportunity. So to the upside. So we are still very, very bullish on GBP JPY. We are very, very bullish on that pair. Now let's check gold. So now gold is bullish. From a weekly time frame perspective, gold is bullish. Now today is NFP, and normally I was expecting the market to clear the high. I was expecting it. I don't know why gold choose not to clear it. I don't know. Maybe considering the fundamental condition of the things happening around the world. So gold was unable to clear the high. Then, so we're still holding these buyers. So we are flexible. We are open for a bearish movement. But for now, the market is not bearish. It is not bearish. Why? This was our recent low. This was our recent high. And the market has tapped into the internal range liquidity, which means that we are moving to clear this external range liquidity. Now, having said that, let's go to our daily time frame. So on our daily time frame, we had moments in which the market had a continuation, and one of the continuation was this particular fair value gap. So this particular fair value gap. So the market taps into this fair value gap. Then we are an expansion, and now we are now having another recent low and a recent high. So which means that any possible rejection from this end, we should have the market coming to this upside. So I want to see gold coming back into this order block. I want to see gold coming back into this point, then pushing to the upside. So I'm still bullish on gold. So let's check some possible movements that can happen. So number one, we already had a structure break. But since I can see a liquidity sweep, so I may not really consider this one as an authentic one, but nevertheless, we can see the market rejecting inside this fair value gap. You can see the market rejecting at the end. So let's see what it holds by the beginning of next week. Let's see what the market holds. So that is analysis on gold. So let's check USD JPY. So this particular pair is bullish. It's bullish currently, and okay, yeah.
It's this morning, sorry to interrupt you.
Okay.
Going back to the gold on the 5 minutes time frame. This guy Franklin, he posted an analysis. I don't know if you saw mine on the 5 minutes time frame.
Okay.
I don't know, maybe the message got lost in the a multitude of
Okay.
messages.